Back with assistant coach Lewis Preston for another next game primer. The 11th ranked Purdue Boilermakers in town tomorrow night. First of all, talk about the first two Big Ten games for you guys. Are you happy with the way the team played on the road at Indiana and Michigan?
You know, Indiana, I think we were a little bit more, I don't know, surprised is the right word. I think we came out, we were very competitive from the beginning. We were in an attack frame of mind. Not as much when we played Michigan on Sunday. And hopefully we can get back to that, attack mode here at home Wednesday night against Purdue.
Purdue, you got to start the scouting report with their big two guys, Juwan Johnson and E'Twaun Moore. Let's talk about Juwan Johnson a little bit. 6'10", forward, plays a little bit bigger than that. Great scorer and a great defender. Talk about him.
You know what? I think his game every single year is developed. He's stepping out more. When he's on the low block, he's going over his left shoulder to shoot a right-handed hook, or he's shooting a turnaround jump shot. And, he does a very good job of blocking shots and playing good, solid defense without getting in foul trouble. I think that's been one of the biggest keys for them so far this year. E'Twaun Moore, I think he's really stepped his game up, with Robbie Hummel being out, and then with the graduation of Chris Kramer and Keaton Grant, has really taken on that leadership role for them. Has done a great job, and it's the reason why he's the leading scorer in the team.
Those two guys, the nation's second highest scoring duo in the country. So what type of balance is there between stopping those two guys and then letting the other guys get their points versus, vice versa?
You know what? It's almost, in a sense, you got to kind of pick your poison, because you want to try to hold those guys down, but they also have other guys that are capable of scoring, whether it's 24 Ryan Smith for them or it's number 0 Teron Johnson. Kelsey Barlow can come off the bench and do some things, as well as their starting point guard Lewis Jackson. So we got to kind of throw a variety of things at them, but also keep in mind and having a great understanding of the personnel out on the floor.
Talk a little bit about the tempo that they like to play out with their motion offense.
You know what? Basically, their motion offense is basically set up to try to get disadvantage or mismatch situations and trying to get the ball inside to Johnson, or to get E'Twaun Moore to take and create off the dribble a little bit. But also, you've got other pieces, whether it's Lewis Jackson being able to dribble, drive, and create, Ryan Smith being able to spot up in the corner, Barlow being able to penetrate off the dribble, as well as Teron Johnson being able to spot up as well as dribble and take you off the dribble. We got to do a much better job of containing the ball than we did in the last 4 minutes of the Michigan game.
Talk a lot about defense and rebounding and turnovers. They're 50-1 under Matt Painter when they win the rebounding and turnover battles. Talk about how important that's going to be.
Well, I guess that stat right there stands, to prove how good they've been over the course of time. Right now they're holding opponents' field goal percentage-wise about 38%, and they're out-rebounding their opponent by almost 5 a game right now. So when you have a great defensive stat line that stays under 40%, I think you're a great defensive team. And then when you have a 4.5 plus margin of rebounding, that just tells you that those guys are really bought into their roles and they really understand what they need to do play by play.
With all that being said, give me a couple keys to the game. What is the emphasis?
Well, I'll say it until the cows come home. Transition defense. We got to get back and not allow them any easy baskets, and we got to out-rebound them. And, a key stat for us tomorrow night is going to try to go and get 16 or more offensive rebounds.
All right, Coach. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to everybody.